check, she in Vegas. And Summer Lee with baller, she flagrant. Once a good girl is gone, she gone forever, more forever. And now she dog 'em out whenever. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think you're better than me. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Yeah.
It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Here we go. Clock. Ready.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the plyometric. Ran up by the luxuriness up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. People diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchup matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 43, here's second and a couple. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And trying to find Jackson Smith-Njigba. And it's third down and 2. You look at this Carolina defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10, down at the 31. Smith-Njigba hauling it in on the out route. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 31 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point running down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a second and 7. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Third and 2.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going. He may go. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Jason Sanders for the extra.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
60 Eagle! 60 Eagle!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And all the way down to the 9. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Viking 18! Let's go!
Here's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
That's pulled in by Brooks. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Second and 5. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Striker, 3-3, black ultra. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second and a yard on the Seahawks' 25-yard line.
Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Now a give to Brooks running right. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Drill 52. Set, ready, set.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got a man. That's Legette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Xavier Legette from 19 yards away. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Going deep for Walker. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
70 Timberwolves. Go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going deep for Walker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Cowboy 80.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cobb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing it into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Horton. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. Right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit. But must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
They'll look to throw here. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run here with Brooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go. Block, ready?
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Let's go now. Hut.
Now back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. On the RPO, he'll keep it. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Get it. Viking 18. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be caught. It's caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's good.
He got 29 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Go. Bronco 80. Ready.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the
Panther 11.
Panthers'
Panther
36-yard
11.
line.
Let's go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Yellow, line. Here we go. Ready.
A handoff running left, Brooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming down. He told us, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Green gas.
2nd and 11. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Okay, ready? Let's go. Hut.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
62 drives. Snap, ready. Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Panthers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On the handoff, this is Brooks. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll drop the throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Here we go. Yes, drill green. Ready?
They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go. Here we
I
go.
kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Come on, set.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's into space past the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
19 Tiger. Warrior 70.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And it's caught. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and goal.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
19 light.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
79 Broncos.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. These 2 have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down the defense.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. That caught by Trimble. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
On third down, they go with Brooks. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Sanders is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 30, down at the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when after they caught the football? Some of them would stop and bang out a tune or one way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a core part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back to throw again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Evan Ingram, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Michael Mixon to kick off for Seattle.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
On the ready.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7.
Ready.
They'll set up a throw. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The offense on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. Touchdown, Panthers. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
First and 10 at the 40.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one is incomplete.
They're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. But this
this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He finds Smith and Jigba. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A 9-yard gain on the play. It's now
as expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Okay, break.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Ready.
Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
first down. A gain of 16 yards.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. First and 10 at the 18.
First down.
They'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Room here to run. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Blaster, stay. Hut, hut.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
Now back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here we go, set.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Come on, set.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And just shutting him off there. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Ready. Set. Ken, what?
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
It leads to
Second and 10.
Ready. Set. Ready.
They'll drop to throw.
That one out wide and intercepted.
Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Seahawks 35. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 75 yards.
And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Ready.
Ready? They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
35. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Walker with a grab, left side. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They'll set up to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it fly.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They had to go through with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That is incomplete.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina.